Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and it is the July collaboration with Michele from Scrap Secrets. So I'm just showing you the products that I'm using for today. This is Christmas in July. I apologize if you can hear my fan running in the background, because while it is Christmas themed card, it is in the high 90s today. So with high humidity. The last few days have been really nice, but it heated up again today. So I will put the measurements and where I've scored my cardstock in the description below. I saw this on Pinterest and thought it would be fun, a fun different way to put my card together. So I am just going to basically assemble this for you on screen. These pattern papers were from Honeybee. I think it came in one of the free packs that they would give out. So that's where I got most of these. The striped one, I believe, is a retired Stampin' Up! Paper. So that one is pretty old. But I thought the stripes would be a little something different. And then the other ones were together. So they coordinated, which is nice. So I'm just going to be putting together this. I don't know if necessarily this piece right here on the inside was necessary, but it gives it a little something. So I added it in, because this other one that is the same size goes on the outside. I do like the pattern that's on the back, but I didn't think it went well with my other pattern papers that I selected. So Christmas in July. I will link Michele's channel down below so that you can see what she made. I don't think Tara's joining us this month. If she is, I will link to her channel down below. But we decided to do this because, one, it fell on the 25th, which we like to post on Friday, so that worked out well. We have currently planned the Christmas series. We have randomly selected the order of which we're going to do our videos. So hard to believe that will be coming up sooner than we even realize. But in the meantime, I will start working on some Halloween projects, because I do enjoy making Halloween cards, even though I'm not a huge fan of dressing up for Halloween, never have been. That is more my sister's area, but I definitely love Halloween crafts, so I will be working on that. So I have just glued pattern paper down to the base that is scored towards the bottom, and then this is like a little mini card that I have put a white panel in the center of, so you can write a message there. And then you could essentially put a white piece of cardstock on the back of this and write more on there, or add a photo. There's definitely some options. And then this is just a scrap piece that I am going to use this Lawn Fawn. I think I went with the Merry Christmas sentiment. These are meant for the Magic Iris. These are kind of add-ons for that set, but I figured this would look good in the center of my little mini card. So I am just going to use some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink to ink this up, and I am just using a stamp block because truthfully my craft desk is a disaster. It needs to be cleaned, and I didn't know where my Misty was. So we're just winging it today. And amazingly enough, I stamped it down nicely with the first try, which I have to say the VersaFine Nocturne ink is wonderful for stamping sentiments. And so then I thought I would add just a little bit of color, but because I used the VersaFine ink, it's not really meant for alcohol inks. So I pulled out my, colored pencils. Those are what those are called. And I'm just doing a shade of green and a shade of red just to give it a little pop of something. So I left the coloring in. This entire project that you see, I mean, minus the cutting and scoring, which I did off screen, is in real time. I have not sped this up at all. So this is actually a very quick project if you wanted to mass produce these and you had a bunch of different pattern papers that you wanted to use up, because I don't know if you're anything like me, but I have a huge stash of pattern paper that I don't use very often that I need to start working through. What I need to do is organize it and separate the Christmas one, the Halloween one, have them organized, which it's not. They're all just in a drawer together in a container, but they are not organized by any means. And what is your favorite way to store your pattern paper? Do you keep it in its original packaging? Do you, cut yours down? Do you keep them the size that they are? What do you like to do? What is your system? And then I pulled out some punches. I had this scallop one, which I struggled to open both of these, which is ridiculous. I mean, I've had hand trouble, but it took me a lot longer to open these than I care to admit. But I ended up going with the plain circle, and then I am going to take a piece of the green paper that I used for my base, and I will use this scallop punch for that to give it a border, which I thought looked really nice together. And then I am going to glue those together and adhere that to the card. And then at the end, I'll just show you that there is an additional space if you wanted to add another piece of paper to write more messages, like I said, or put a photo there. You definitely could do that. So stay tuned. There'll definitely be some more projects coming. Next up will probably be Halloween related, and then we will roll right into the Christmas series. So I will do an introduction video to that. If you're not familiar with the Christmas card series, I do that with Michele from Scrap Secrets as well. It's 2 videos a week from, I can't remember what day we start, end of September, I think, until all the way through till Christmas. So, and it's a fun series. I absolutely love it, but in the near future, I will have more details about that. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them for me down below. And as always, I hope that you all have a nice day.